shit. What? Okay, so it does look like I am. Why am I on? Let's see if I can go and stay on. Been having a lot of technical issues today. So I have one viewer. Cool. Alright, I got 2 viewers. So, sorry about all the issues I've been having today. I don't really know exactly what's going on with the internet. Apparently, my last half-hour stream was only 6 minutes. So, I apologize for that. I am trying to figure out what's going on. On the phone, it's not showing like reconnect, as in the Wi-Fi's gone bad. It shows that I'm still recording, so I don't know what is the issue. But it does look like I now have 2 people watching. Also have one of the fun to hello. So I did see the message you had earlier asking if it was a loop. Something's going on with my YouTube, and no, I'm not gonna twerk, sorry. But thank you for coming back. Hopefully I can go and keep the stream actually rolling. I'm not gonna be able to do much mowing close to the pond, so I'm gonna have to go off towards the stream side. I've already got stung 3 times now. Apparently that didn't get put onto the stream, the live feed. So, but let's see, this brush right here, I pissed off a lot of bees, and they came and stung me. Alberto Corcio, who I think that might be hi, I don't know, but hello. And I'm hoping that I can actually continue streaming. I swapped routers that I'm hooked up to. This is the 4th try today of live streaming. So hopefully my internet or my YouTube or whatever continues. Thank you, Alberto. You said that you are so good. I appreciate that. Lagging, poor Wi-Fi. That might actually be my issue, is my Wi-Fi is all sorts of screwed up today. Alberto says, you are so good. Thank you, I appreciate that. I wish my internet was as good, because I'm just out here trying to go and mow out here, clean up my woods. But, and not get stung anymore today. I've already got stung 3 times. Once on this arm, once on this arm. You can kind of see the red mark. Rubbed a little bit of tobacco into it. Alberto says you're from Italy. Love seeing the international viewers. So, welcome. And how is the quality of the feed? Fun to ask Alberto to explain what he likes about TID. Alberto, you don't need to explain. All right, cool. So I'm being told the internet is working pretty good for now. So hopefully it stays that way. Maybe I can go and actually take you guys along and watch me with this little lawnmower. Oh, I meant to move you guys again so you're not staring at this tree. Let's see. Actually, let's move to over here. And the extension cord's not going to work with me. There we go. All right. Now, let me get back to my mowing. Airball. So, Game Stella Hub asks, what's going on here? Well, it's, you know, man out in his woods mowing. So, there's too many trees to get the brush hog down in here, but I still want to start cleaning it up so I can get down here a little easier and start cutting trees down with the chainsaw. So that's what's going on, is just some silly hillbilly with a push mower in the woods. High Stakes says, get it. So, I don't know if you guys can see from here, but there is a stream that runs here that needs to go and get cleaned up. That's not a today project, that's a tomorrow, future. Not necessarily like tomorrow as in the 10th of June, but tomorrow as in, you know, sometime in the future. Let's see, it would be, you guys are caught around a stupid tree. So, move you to a little more advantageous spot to continue watching. And hopefully I don't get stung by any more bees. I'm up to 3 stings today. So, Venom, welcome back. Sorry about the issues I've been having with the live stream today. Good to see you come back. And you said, hi bro, hope you're doing good. I'm doing all right. Got stung by 3 bees, but still doing all right. Did show a little bit of first aid, field first aid, whatever. You can kind of see the red mark from the sting. The swelling's kind of already gone down. Took a little bit of tobacco and just rubbed it in there. Yeah, it might seem a little disgusting, but tobacco actually is antiseptic. It is good for insect bites and stings. Doesn't have to be chewing tobacco. It could be cigarette, the big long like bags that baseball used to do, or cigar. You crush it up, put it in your hand, spit down in it. Sounds disgusting, I know. Make a little pumice, rub it in. Takes the sting out for the most part. So I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. But yeah, and just to show where that was, I'm kind of staying away from that area now. But the stuff over in here, the little downed little saplings, yeah, there's bees all up in that. Let's see. Need to find a new spot for the camera. You guys can kind of see if you were here. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. This is the area that cleared out 2 days ago on live. So I'm now across the stream, and the internet's not really liking me today over here. But we'll try to go on, stay on here as long as we possibly can. Let's see. Isamelli. Yes, I do remember. Yes, do you remember me? I was here on Friday. Well, I don't remember if it was Friday, but I do remember that name. And greetings, welcome back. Let's see, Friday. Oh, yeah, Friday would have been when we was over on that side of the stream, clearing all that out over there. So, welcome back. Let's see, how far can I go with this? Oh, hey. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there's a banana spider, or a golden orb weaver is a more accurate name. Let's see if I can see her. Up, yep, she's right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Spider right there. Does not look like she has any males in her web. But, oh, those things can get about the size of your hand. Are they dangerous? No. Unless, of course, you are allergic. But for the most part, they're not dangerous. They're not really aggressive. They try to stay to themselves. The bite, from what I've read, hurts about as much as a bee sting. So they try to go and stay to themselves. They eat a lot of mosquitoes, which is really pleasant because down here in the swamp, we got a lot of those. So I try to leave them alone, especially the bigger they get. And they're not too terribly territorial. 1 year, I had one of the females I had out here was from here to here, and I counted 11 males. The males only get about yay big, but she had 11 males up in the web with her. No, they don't eat their males, and the males aren't territorial. So they're a neat little spider. I'm gonna walk around her web though and start clearing out all of this stuff. Another neat thing about these spiders right here is as their web gets a little older, if you look at it at the right angle, it does look like gold silk, so that's kind of cool. Right now it's still looking mostly white, silver. There's some specks of yellow starting to come about. I think that's where they get their name, golden orb weaver. I'll have to go on, come around to the other side and show her her backside. Gorgeous colors. Actually, let me go ahead and do that before my ADHD takes over and I forget about that. Let's see. Where are you? Where is she? Here, let me go and turn the camera around. Might help me out a little bit. Focus on this. Come on. Oh, nope, that's gonna touch her web. Come on, focus on. There we go. Oh, nope, lost it. There we go. There she is. See her? Gorgeous little colors. Alright. Camera doesn't like staying zoomed in on her, so. Yeah, Venom, I'm doing alright. I don't know if the chat keeps repopulating some of the comments, but I'm doing alright. number 4. A lot more bees over here than anywhere else. That's 4th sting. Went right through the pants. So I'm going to let that calm down a little bit, see if I can see any buzzing. I'm going to be real upset if everywhere there's a patch of ground bees. Because I'm going to have to figure out somewhere else to start cleaning. Whew. Yep, I got bees around me right now. Alright, so work's gone. Back out of here. We'll leave the lawnmower up there for now. Fortunately, I grew out of my bee allergy whenever I was, probably about 7 years old. Got stung by a bee. Me and my brother, we was playing the sprinklers out in the front yard. Remember stepping on a bee. Took the 15 steps to the porch. And then next thing I know, I'm opening my eyes and there was a doctor staring at me. I was in the hospital. Don't remember anything from getting to the porch to the hospital. So for about a decade, had to carry an EpiPen with me everywhere I went. And then one trip to my aunt's house, I accidentally left my EpiPen in my mom's car while everyone went into town to get some groceries for dinner. I'm out and about down by their lake, get stung by a bee, and now I start panicking. I'm like, oh no, mom's gonna kill me that I didn't have my EpiPen. So my heart rate's gone through the roof. Which fortunately, if anyone knows what an EpiPen is, it's just a auto injector of epinephrine or synthetic adrenaline. So me being terrified that my mom was going to kill me for not having my EpiPen caused natural adrenaline to just start rushing through my body. And obviously I'm still here. I didn't die, didn't even pass out. Just terrified. All chock full of adrenaline. Flushed that venom out. The rest of the organs were able to filter it. Cool. And then about 2 years later, during football training, American football for my international viewers, we were running the bleachers. It was during the summer training. So we're running the bleachers, get stung right on the shin. The trainer, he had my EpiPen, and I was still probably about 20 minutes away from getting to that. So there I am, still running. So heart rate's still up. Kind of panicking a little bit because I need to finish this. And then, yeah. So, didn't get the EpiPen that time either. And about 6 months after that, was playing in my swimming pool. Put my arm up on the side, and there was a bee there, stung me. Dad was actually grilling. And he's like, oh no, we need to get your EpiPen. And I'm like, ugh, about that. So, this isn't the first time I've been stung. He goes, I know, last time you ended up in the hospital. I go, well, no. I've been stung twice since then. He's like, what? Got a little mad. Was happy that, you know, I didn't need the EpiPen anymore, but was mad that I didn't say anything about, you know, not having the EpiPen. So, yeah, there's the story of I used to be deadly allergic to bees, and I've been stung too many times since then. Too many times mowing the grass too. A couple years ago, I was up mowing the front yard, got hit 17 times in the 100 yards it took me to drop the mower and get inside, stripping on the way. That's one nice thing about living out in the woods is you can strip down if you needed to while running away from ground bees. I just got to remember, don't do that while live streaming. I don't think anyone wants to see me down my skivvies. I guess I'm going to come back to that question of, are they dangerous? Well, they're less dangerous than the bees. They stay up in their web. The bees, they fly. So I'd take a million of them golden orb weaving spiders over one nest of ground bees. Let's see, where else could I go on? Oh, can't mow until I get that mower back. This sucks. And as you can see, I got my rubber ducky boots on, and they're tucked in so the bee didn't come up the pant leg. Can't believe it. It stung straight through these canvas pants. Let's see. Ismaili, is it hot in America? It's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is in Celsius. It's at least a couple Celsiuses. But 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And, well, it rained earlier. We're forecasted rain later. So the humidity's, I think last I saw, humidity was in the 90s. It was low 90s, but humidity is still in the 90s. So, is it hot? No, it's humid. Now, if you ask my parents, they live in Arizona, where 80 is cool to them. But they also usually have, you know, like 20-30% humidity, so I don't know. I can say Doha is as hot, if not hotter, than where my folks live, as humid, if not more humid than where I live. Been there, done that. That sucked. But how's the temperature in Italy this time of year? Oh, there we go. You know what? If I'm right here, you guys know where I am. I don't need the vest gun. Keep you guys aware of where I am. Let's see. What's the hottest state? What's the hottest state? Is it Texas? No, I don't think it's Texas. I want to say it's probably New Mexico or Arizona. Texas might, I don't know, one of them southwest states. Arizona, I guess parts of southern, I guess southeastern California, where Death Valley is. So basically Death Valley, southeastern California, Arizona, New Mexico, and then most of Texas. I guess it's all just hot there. But as far as the hottest state, I don't know off the top of my head. England, it's raining like always. Well, kind of like South Carolina in the summer. We get afternoon showers all the time. But the weather can't ever make up its mind, so we have to stand around here. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. Let me go and aim you all up a little bit higher, if I can. I might not be able to. There. There, that's a little easier to stand. Kind of read the comments. Well, this really sucks. I can't hit the pond side, can't hit the stream side. Why do I have a feeling that there's ground bees right down the middle too? What time is it there? I am on the East Coast, so it is 13:37 right now. But as far as what time is it in America, we have, what, 6 different time zones, I think? And then we got Arizona. It's on Arizona time. They don't partake in the whole daylight savings time shenanigans, which, good for them. Fortunately, I got family that lives out there, so I'm like, what time of the year is it? Is it 2 hours behind me or 3 hours behind? I don't remember. House tour? Nah, I'm gonna keep the house off. If it ends up in the background, so be it. But as far as a house tour, no, I'm gonna keep that filed under OPSEC. Sorry. I do have a little work table set up in the what used to be the dining room. I've never used it as a dining room, but technically it's a dining room. I have a little work table set up whenever it's rainy and I'm set up to work on something like the chainsaws or whatever. Farm tour. So the Wi-Fi has already been acting up. And unfortunately, even when the Wi-Fi is not acting up, all I can really show you is about 2 acres out of my 7.5. And that's only my part of this homestead, because off this direction, actually far enough that direction, there's another 13.9 that I also care for. And I heard a honk. Don't know if it's for me or for its the neighbors. Gotta listen to my early warning system. One of the dogs is barking. Oh, I gotta go. I think it might be the mail. Nope, wasn't for me. Flash, my Carolina dog, my preemptive early warning system. He started barking whenever UPS parked in the driveway. Well, the very end of the driveway. It's outside the gate, but they went over to the neighbor's house. But yeah, as far as farm tour, I've tried a couple times. Not able to get much of the farm because of Wi-Fi. But I do have this shallow pond here on the east side of my berm. As you can see, it looks more like a stream, but that's because all of these trees keep dumping their leaves down into it, and it's just, you know, from I'm told this pond's about 2 decades old. So that's about 2 decades of leaves falling down and not breaking down correctly because there's not enough oxygen. I need to get the excavator out. In this one I can't. In my big pond, I can go and show you that. Wi-Fi is good enough for that. So let's walk to the other side of the berm. Yeah, that sting on the inside of the thigh, that's tender now. So here's the other pond. This one is much deeper. I have gone swimming in it, about a dozen years ago. It's about 12 feet deep. There are some fish in there. I don't know if maybe I'll see any right now. Saw a bunch yesterday down in this area right here. A lot of frogs and snapping turtles in here. And as you can see, there's tree debris in here too. Gonna need to figure a way to scoop all that out. Oh, might have some fishies. Let's see. I don't see any. It may have been a frog jumping in. Let's see. Fun said, I thought country people sucked, but having a farm seems sweet. Yeah. Definitely a little slower, I mean, not necessarily a slower lifestyle, but because you could definitely go and work yourself into just continuously working. But right now, coming up on retirement from aircraft maintenance, so I was doing the farming as a hobby, and now I'm, trying to get the land cleared. In the past 2 months, cut down probably about 100 small trees, opening this up and the other side up and whatnot. Just trying to get to a place where I could possibly get some sheep to help keep things clean and tidy. And trying to plant grass seeds down in here. Yeah, as you can see, it's mostly shady, but if I can get something to grow and work from there. Ismaili, why did you swim in there if there are snapping turtles? Well, I was much younger and dumber. Yeah, I think that's about it. Much younger, much dumber. Fun. I would definitely retire in a farm. Oh, absolutely. Let's see, 75% of the days of the last 2 months have been having a little bonfire or campfire, whatever you want to call it, depending on the size of it, I guess. So nice to just do some work and then chill out by a fire. Ismaili, got to go. See you when you next stream. Awesome. Sorry you got to go so soon, but thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting, and hope to see you in the future. And for anyone that was here Thursday, cleared out this area right here. Can't really get all too much farther down in there because the Wi-Fi, it doesn't allow me. But this side of the berm, as you can see, is a lot more open. I'm able to get the brush hog down in here. Still have a bunch of stumps that I need to go and get rid of, so I can go and brush hog even easier down here. And then out that way, I have a lot of work to do because the property goes quite some ways that direction. Land's more of a rectangle than a square. It's a very long rectangle too. And as far as this is where 90% of the bonfires have been. And then recently learned that what I thought was a black walnut tree is not black walnut. It is a pig nut hickory. It fell down 2 years ago. This tree right here, but all of these leaves you see is that tree. So the tree's still alive even though it's laying down. And there's its root ball. But hickory's still a good wood to work with, so not cutting that until I'm ready to go and throw it up on the sawmill. Real upset about those bees stinging me. So I need to get some yard work done, especially since we're forecasted rain here in about 2 more hours. And take a look at the baby ducks. They're getting big. And yes, that is a goose that's acting as their mom. She got super broody, stopped eating, so we had to go and give her a bunch of babies to take care of. I'm gonna turn their water back on, give them a little bit of a pond. Let's see, if I go face the bees and grab the mower, I might be able to just come up here and start tackling some of this stuff over this way. So, unfortunately, that means I'm gonna have to do a couple different trips down to the east side pond to get all my stuff. Fun asks if I can let the ducks swim in the pond. Yes, when they get a little older, I will. But as of right now, they still have all their baby down feathers. So they follow Mama Goose very closely. Mama Goose and my Carolina dog, they got this weird relationship. And Mama Goose likes taking babies too close to the dog, and he likes eating small birds. So as much as I want to get mad at him for eating the birds, he's not killing them to kill them. He literally eats them. So he's doing what his instincts tell him. Carolina dog is America's only native dog breed. He is a semi-domesticated breed. So I can't be mad at him for doing what comes natural to him. So I just have Mama Goose locked up until the babies can think for themselves, so to say. But yeah, the plan is to eventually let them meander out onto the pond. Also plan on making this shallow pond much deeper so that they have 2 different ponds that they could go to. Had ducks a couple years ago, and they absolutely loved the pond. That might be because I had duckweed growing, and I did not have the foresight to have an area where the ducks couldn't get to, that the duckweed would be able to continue growing to give them kind of a constant source of treats. So they end up cleaning the big pond out completely of all specks of duckweed. Oh, I still got T-posts in the ground over here. Well, cool thing, I can show you guys how to use a post driver to be a post puller. But I'm gonna need to go get my extension cord, phone charger, and all that fun stuff, so I can set you back up on the tripod so I can actually do some work and you guys can watch. Fun asked if I own guns. Yes, I do. And before the next question of what kind do I have, I don't really talk about guns on this channel, and I like to keep what I have private for OPSEC reasons. But yes, I do own. And before I head back up, let me go and refill my water. Oh, what did I do with my loppers? I had the loppers over here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Over by the first set of these things. Sorry for the bong, bong, bong noises. Trying to carry too many things, not enough hands. And I drop my my safety vest. Back in and go get a pair of dikes to cut the T-post connectors. So you guys asked about all right, lost you for a little bit. Hooked up to the outside Wi-Fi, so stepping inside, I guess it didn't like that. In fact, I probably need to swap over to the other side Wi-Fi, so bear with me. All right, swapped over to this side of farm's Wi-Fi. And I still need to go get the post driver. Hopefully that's the last bit of stuff that I need to walk back and forth for. There we go. Ooh. And again, running out of hands to grab things. Alright. Set back up. Back to charging the phone. Vest back on. See if I can get you guys a little closer. So, first things first, gotta cut these connectors. And when you're cutting wires, make sure you go and have safety glasses on. So, you know, just in case any of them bits and pieces go flying, they don't go flying into your eye. And, yeah, I might not necessarily be the best mentor on that. Because, as you can see, totally have my safety squints. Not on my face. Now, sometimes even when you cut it, it doesn't want to let go. But even though they're cutters, they're diagonal side. I mean, people call them pliers sometimes. If you don't squeeze too hard, you can use them as pliers. Probably not good for the cutting edge, but yeah, it's definitely possible. And we get that out of our way a little bit. And I'm sure you guys know how to use the driver. You just drop it down. I don't know if anyone's ever shown you pulling it out. Be careful about the pinch hazard. Oh man, this thing just wants to bend, but so what I'm doing is catching the tooth and then pulling it up, or pulling it back towards me. So catching that lip and pulling, dropping down to the next one and then pulling, pushing, catch, pull. As you can see, it comes up. Basically, I'm just gonna go around and pull all the T-posts up, get the cattle panel out of here, start cleaning it up, and then see if I can go and get the mower in here. Lovely. I forgot that there was Oh my lord. This one don't want to come out. I think I'm just bending this thing. Yes, they do make tractor attachments that slide down, clip on, and you can use 3-point hitch to go and raise it up. I might have to go that route, or I wonder if I can get a brick under here. There we go. Let's see. Sadat Bodak says hi. Sorry if I butchered the name. Kristen Martinez says hi. I don't know how I'm gonna get that one. Tree roots are going right through it. Here, I'm gonna get the mower and start cutting some of this stuff out of my way. Turns out the lawnmower don't go without any go-go juice. I'll be right back. Don't worry. I'm not clipping any metal over here. This is all just failing twine. I don't know if you guys can even see me. Nope, can't see me. Sorry about that. Let's see. There you go. Alright, unfortunately, this little fence post is not a feed post. It's one of them flimsy little things. So, yeah, it sounds like it's broke. Whatever. The rest of it's in the ground. Yeah. I don't like these things. Stopped using them. So I'm just trying to get rid of them now. Got another one down here. But let me get this toast out of here. If I can. Oh. Sorry about that, everybody. And now, the phone is covered in mud. Alright. Cool. Alright, so a couple years ago, this was a hog pen. Don't do hogs anymore. I'm not set up for hogs. So let's go see if I can bring you down further. Got another one of these flimsy fence posts. And it broke underground also. these actual T-posts way better. As you can see, when you got good ground, you can go and get it out pretty freaking easy. Don't forget to hydrate. Got a little buddy for y'all. Let's see. Oh, he's running away. Ah. See, can you guys even see? Oh, well, he keeps running away, and the screen's filthy and in bright sunlight, so I'm having a hard time seeing. But I caught a little toad for you guys. Come on. This thing just wants to bend. That post just wants to bend. Empire Eyes, Shy. Hello, Tibbs. How are you? All is good. Good. I'm good. Getting a little upset with this T-post. Just wanting to bend on me. I believe that's a name that has been commenting in the past couple days or so. How much time is there in America? I think Google Translate screwed that up. I think what you meant to ask was what time is it here? And it is currently 14:38 local. So I think I'm going to try getting a 2x4, show you guys how to remove a T-post. Hopefully show you how to remove a T-post with the 2x4. Alright, got a salvage piece of 2x4. So the goal here, anyone that has dealt with T-posts know that you have little knuckle things that stick out. So we're going to try to wedge underneath here, get some kind of fulcrum point, and just use it as a lever. And this board's no good. Yep, this board's no good. I'll look outside. Outside ain't got it. No. Yeah, outside's no good. Alright, so unfortunately, this 2x4 is no good. As you can see, it's just ripping right through it. So time for plan C. Unfortunately, plan C requires a little bit of thinking. Imtiaz asked, where are you? I'm South Carolina, United States of America. And I'm back to live. And I'm back to live. Let's see. I see the Arabic script name. Just trying to see if I recognize that. I think I do slightly recognize that. They said hi. Hello. I got only one viewer. I think I lost everybody. Yep, appears I lost everybody. And I'm back to 18. Okay. So the Wi-Fi over where I was apparently isn't the greatest. I don't know what's going on there. That T-post over on the other side caused me a lot of issues. It just wants to bend, not get pulled out. I tried a 2x4. The 2x4 is no good. You know what? I'm gonna try another T-post. Kind of in the back of my head, it kind of seems like that whole Talladega Nights, where they got the knife stuck in the leg and like, oh, we gotta use another knife to get that knife out. So let's see if we can go and keep internet over here. We should. I'm not too far away from the one extender. All right, so there we go. The trick is gonna be keeping. Oh, come on. I don't know if I'm gonna go to. Wow, just pushing the brick down. Yep. All right, I may actually have to get that stupid tool so I can hook up to the drawbar on the tractor. As you can see, this was straight and now it's not straight. Fun. Oh, feels like it's gonna break. Yep. Looks like a problem for future me. What do I do with my water? Gotta stay hydrated. It's hot out. a big old wolf spider over here. See, where's that T-post? Right there. Alright, cool. Let's back y'all up some. There we go. Oh. Fun said I'm lagging. Am I still lagging? Let's relocate, yeah, I guess. We still lagging or are we good? Ugh. All right, let's get this cattle panel out of the way. I don't need no 36-inch saw for that. But yeah, I'll probably need to get the chainsaw for that. Got the locker somewhere around here. arthritis in the shoulder. Can't really get my arm up above parallel. Without help. I don't want to go get the chainsaw. Possibly just go get a sawzall. Sorry about that. Ugh. Probably gonna need to move you guys. He's probably gonna try falling on you. Stuck up in there. Yeah, maybe I should have just got the chainsaw. Alright. Oh. There we go. Oh, the phone's disconnected. plug you guys in. There we go. Ow, thorns. Why must flying insects like gnats insist on landing on your eyeball? And no, it wasn't from a lawnmower. I'd admit if that happened. Stupid gnat decided, oh, eyeball looks like a great place to land. Isamelli, welcome back. You missed the excruciatingly long sawzawing this little tree down. Well, as you can see, it's still up, but I got enough of it down that I was able to push it away from the cattle panel. But yeah, turns out sawzall, not the greatest idea, but I didn't want to go get the chainsaw. Not for that little guy. guys can actually see me. Alright. Alright, so right, guys. You guys probably gotta get moved again. Let's see. Put in the shade and turn. Let's see. There we go. Why don't I use a strimmer? So I don't actually have a weed whacker or a weed eater, or whatever you want to call it. That's why. Yeah, it would be nice in some of these areas to clean it up with stupid bugs. It would be easier to go with a weed eater and then come in later with the mower, but I'm working with I am working with what I got. So, but that is a good question. I get asked just about every day. Would you use it because it looks hard using the mower? If I had a weed eater, I would come up through here and clean it up first. It would probably help save a lot of mower blades. But yeah, it's literally because I just don't have one. That might be on the bucket list of some of the next things to go and get is a weed eater. But very good question. Looks like that storm's starting to approach. Yes, Taku. I should invest in a wireless mic. Absolutely. Nature suggested that a handful of times, also known as my mom, but whatever. But yes, I am looking at getting a little mic that clips on here. Maybe one of the ones that has a little button I can go and clip on a little carabiner. So I can go on, click it on, click it off whenever I'm actually trying to say anything way out yonder. But yeah, it looks like the storm that I was saying starting to roll in pretty good. So I think we're at a point where I should probably start cleaning up the tools and try to beat that storm. But stupid gnat. You guys ever have a gnat that decides it really likes just one particular eyeball? It is very sweaty here. Taku, sorry if I say the name wrong, but said keep up the good work though. I appreciate it, man, and I'm gonna try to keep up this good work. Hopefully I can go and make this good work into great work, and then even greater thereafter. But appreciate it. Yeah, I think I'm done mowing. I think it's time to start cleaning some tools up. Oh man. Yep, storm's definitely rolling in. That breeze that came through was many degrees colder. Almost gave me a little bit of a chill. But still have a couple of T-posts I gotta get out. I'm gonna need to eventually get the rest of this tree right here. There we go. This tree right here. Gonna need to get that cleaned up. May or may not cut out. Well, this tree right here is dead, so it needs to go. I may or may not cut down these two right here. All depends on how I feel about that canopy. About 5-6 years ago, we had a tornado come through. Let's see. Actually, kind of where you see all the down trees, we had a tornado come through, knock a bunch of them down. But yeah, maybe I can go and get this cleaned up enough that I can go and use the brush hog next time and not the mower. That'd be nice because it's a lot less work on my back and whatnot. And it's a lot less cheap, flimsy mower blades, and it's designed for this kind of stuff. I definitely need to get more water too. Let me go get some water and back you guys up so you guys go and see the amount of work that got done. Let's see how far back I need to go. I think that should be all right. Yeah. So everything looked like that stuff way back there, and it came basically out to here. So not a lot, but for how thick it is, that's a lot. I don't know if you guys were able to hear the thunder. Jinkya Shinde. Hello, mate. Just came to say hi. Welcome back. Glad to see you again. And as always, I'm sure I screwed up the name. I know that you went said I said it perfectly at least once, so I'm trying to remember how I said it. Hopefully I got it right. If not, again, I'm sorry. At least I got it right once. So, oh, unfortunately, you came towards the end of the live stream, and I don't know if you guys were able to hear the thunder roll, but yeah, that storm's definitely rolling in. Alright, so like who said I heard the Thundercats. And Jinkya. No, you didn't. You pronounce it better than many Indian friends. Oh, thank you. Kind of surprised. Oh. Yeah, this shower is gonna feel amazing. Especially get away from these gnats. These things are. What time does cookout close? I think. Oh. I think they close like 3 o'clock in the morning around here. Stupid gnats. Yep, I am. Literally, try talking and another gnat goes right in my eye. And here comes the rain. All right, well, Tibbs Farm coming in clutch with Intel. you know, it might not be the best fast food, but it does live up to its name of it tastes like a cookout, and the food's not bad on price either. I usually end up just getting like 5 chili cheese dogs, milkshake, and a drink. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go and start wrapping it up here before the phone starts acting up with the raindrops hitting the screen. So appreciate everyone stopping by, watching. I appreciate all the comments. Appreciate everyone that gave thumbs up and subscribe. Really grateful to all the subscribers that come back and visit time and time again. You guys are amazing. Kind of wish I would have got the bee stings on camera, like actually getting stung. The one here, you can't even tell anymore, which is awesome. I mean, I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that was it right there. So just goes to show that you know, a little bit of tobacco rubbed in. I don't know how this one's looking. Yeah, that one's looking a lot better. I can't feel it. You can still kind of see where it was, but I can't feel it, so that bump's gone. This one right there under the bottom of Thor's hammer, you can see it, but again, can't feel it. I can still feel the one on the inner thigh. Was not able to get tobacco onto that, so it does go to show that yes, tobacco pullus does come in clutch on bee stings. Not to say if you are allergic to use that. If you are allergic and you need medical care, absolutely go get medical care. But if you're not allergic and you want to get that sting gone and the swelling down, get some tobacco. Doesn't matter what kind, whether it's chewing tobacco or a cigarette. Get it nice and wet and rub it in. And got a little bit more thunder coming in. Everyone was able to see the T-post getting pulled using the post driver. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that before. Doesn't work on all of them, as you guys saw. That one kept wanting to just bend and eventually just broke it off down below the ground. So what else did I get shown today? Oh, I think that's all the new stuff that I was able to show off today. Tried showing pulling a T-post with a 2x4, but 2x4 was crap. I think you guys get the concept, but what else? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Oh, bring the goats out. Where Robert asks, where's Squatch? Sasquatch, he actually lives probably about oh, what is it, 16.5 miles that direction as the crow flies. So he don't venture out here all too much, but I mean, he's a cool dude, keeps himself. He actually is the one that pointed me in the direction of this hat. So shout out to Sasquatch. Bring out the goats. Well, only got one goat. But I can go and show Kimber the goat. And the one and only Nicole, it's a gay in the woods. Well, I guess there's multiple names. Apparently Robert's been looking for him. I don't know if Robert's looking for a Sasquatch like Bigfoot or a Sasquatch like a gay dude in the woods. If he's looking for a gay dude in the woods, best of luck there. If you're looking for Bigfoot, just venture out this way, you'll find him. Here's the goat, Kimber. All right, Robert is looking for Bigfoot. Yeah, just venture your way out this way and you'll find him eventually. But that's only if you got good vibes. Bigfoot, the reason why he's so elusive is most people go out trying to go and get like a viral video and whatnot, and he's not about that lifestyle. He's super chill, likes to be left alone and, you know, do his own thing. If you respect that, yeah, he'll probably let you hang out for a little while. Dang, it's getting dark out here. Unfortunately, the video is not showing the clouds as dark as they are. Your drone is above me. Is it that one right there? Man B Lang 73. You were in the chat just a couple days ago, weren't you? Sorry about covering my face while saying that. These gnats are insane. They get real bad right before the storms come. I should probably grab up the extension cord. That's your C5M flying above you. Teku, I didn't know you even had a C5, and nah, I would have noticed if it is C5. I do gotta admit, those M model engines are way quieter than the A and B model. But there's a part of me that I kind of miss that annoying drone of the old C5A, B model engines. I actually was able to see the prototype M whenever it started doing touch and goes at my base many years ago, which was completely astonished that C5 was able to do touch and goes on our runway. And it was probably the third go around. Oh, sorry about that. It was probably about the third go round that I realized, oh wow, this thing's quiet. And when I say the prototype, I mean, it still had the giant lawn dart P-dot tube on its nose. So that was pretty cool to see that one. When's the next cleaning equipment video? So we're actually forecasting severe storms basically for the next 10 days. Chances are I will probably end up doing another chainsaw cleaning tomorrow, possibly. I do have a little Husqvarna 235, I believe. It needs to get cleaned. It's not that bad, but it needs a tune-up kit, and if I'm going to be tearing it down, might as well clean it. I also have to edit up a video, give you a little sneak peek. It's a log splitter from the other side of the homestead. It was lent out to a friend 15 years ago. It came back with a seized engine. And well, it don't run yet, but as you can see, it does at least spin. And no, we did not use automatic transmission fluid. Believe it or not, use Coca-Cola down in that cylinder to free it up. That's probably going to be a multi-part video, using the Coca-Cola to let it do its thing and free up the engine, cleaning up the spark plug, showing that we got spark. But whenever I tried pouring some fresh gas down into the intake, it wouldn't go off. So we do have a carburetor on order, should be here sometime this week. And there are plans on setting up a little paint room, possibly even sandblasting, and might do a complete just heard a tree branch break. I don't see a tree branch falling though. But yeah, I might do a complete resto and repaint on that log splitter and a bunch of other tractor equipment that we, or implements that we got out here. Still need to go get those out of some of the woods around here, but we got plans. You know what? I'm gonna refill my water. Yep, straight from the hose. Ugh. Oh, Takio, did you miss the goat? I can go and take you back over to her. We only got one on the farm at this time, but I just got done showing. Hey, man. Come on, Kimber. You watched all the goats eating ASMR? Awesome. Unfortunately, last year, Nibbler did pass away. That was very emotional. Stood right there with him as he took his last breaths. Just have no idea what happened to him. He was oh darn flash. He was good, and then one day he didn't want to get up, and then 2 days later he was gone. Very unfortunate. He was our first goat. He had a very, very rough start to his life. Almost got put down because when he was real young, he had real bad, debilitating rickets that was able to catch and treat, and he got a couple good years out of him. Whoa! There's my brother.
To check on you because it was
like it was storming. Oh yeah, it's storming. and Flash was caught around the water.
Oh, buddy.
He's able to get into his doghouse. He don't want to.
Go in your house. Go to bed.
Right.
But you smile at me. Go to bed.
Maybe he's just enjoying the cold raindrops. We got that cold rain right now. But
a lot of it.
Do what?
I said we got a lot of it too.
Oh yeah, and this is just the start of the storm. Oh, here, let's go and look at these trees swaying.
Oh yeah.
We got a forecast of
Dude, look at Flash's trees.
60-mile-an-hour winds.
I heard some areas down here are going to get up to highs up to 100.
100-mile-an-hour winds?
Yeah.
Sounds like we might have possible tornadoes in the forecast.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, look at that tree just swaying.
Dude, my phone does not do a good job of showing it, but it's just gray.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably end up losing a couple trees again.
It's just every like 10 seconds it sounds like it gets worse.
Oh yeah. Yup. Ooh, man, you feel that temperature drop?
Yeah. Like 10 seconds and, 10 degrees in 30 seconds?
Oh yeah.
Go over a little bit?
Yeah. Where am I see what's on here? You gotta see it right there. There we go. It's some cold raindrops, ain't it?
I wanted to get a video from Noah.
Lightning within 5. Everybody stop. Sounds like somebody's experience with military. Oh, it actually makes a lot more sense on why you went said it was your C5M flying over me. Well, I was a C-17 crew chief, so yep, fun times. But give you about that much longer, and then I'm gonna cut this live for the day. And hopefully go see you guys again tomorrow. And if it's looking like this. So when I first came in, I wanted to be on the C5 because, you know, it's the biggest airplane that the Air Force has. Got the C-17s, and I didn't like it because of the stupid little winglets. But over the years, kind of learned to like it, I guess. Love-hate relationship. There is a part of me that kind of wishes Lockheed would go take the blueprints, completely redo the C5 and start making those things again. I think that'd be kind of cool. That thing is a beast. Can you imagine if they went and made a complete redesign from today with the computers we have today instead of, you know, the drafting boards of the 70s or the 60s. I think that'd be amazing. And maybe it wouldn't be limited to 80% its max load. Yeah, basically. There we go. Alright, so cigarettes all done. I'm going to be going in. Appreciate everyone stopping in. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate everyone that comes back. And as always, have a great day.